Today we're diving into some of the hidden tricks used in our woodshop build for the theatrical performance of A Raisin in the Sun here at our community theater. The set design was led by our technical director, while the show boasted a cast of brilliant performers that earned well-deserved standing ovations at all their performances. Great job, gang. This is a historically important play too, written by Lorraine Hansberry, the first black female author to be featured on Broadway. The set is based on a Southside Chicago two-bedroom apartment in the late 1950s, complete with 10-foot reinforced walls, period-correct furniture and doors, and a few custom-built set pieces designed in our backstage woodshop. Let's start our tour with the magic of fake theater walls that also need to have the ability to handle the real slamming of a solid wood door. We constructed our walls in 4 by 8 foot sections, framed in 1 by 4 pine stock but skinned with 1/8 inch Luan plywood underlayment sheets, all assembled with heavy construction screws. Attached together in a row and anchored to the stage floor, they still need the support of some backstage buttresses in order to keep them vertically solid. Solid enough to handle the slamming of a heavy real wood door. Our creative painting artist adds some texture to the walls, including some pretty convincing wallpaper on stage left, while the seams between the wooden panels are simply covered up with masking tape before paint. A close-up will show some of the imperfections, but from 50 feet away in the audience, it all looks perfectly real. The crown molding on top of the walls is a bit of stage magic too, using a combination of thin Luan plywood and then rigid foam board to create the illusion of multi-dimensional block molding, while then some paint will add some texture to the look, again making it all look real from the audience's point of view. For period-correct furniture, we have a series of hidden backstage storage rooms that carry a variety of furniture options to select from, including this popular couch in olive green. At least it was popular back then. Back on stage, we also added a late 50s refrigerator and apartment stove that fits this kitchen space really well. We've got everything but the kitchen sink, and that's because the sink and vanity are actually woodshop fakery as well, built with plywood and fake tile that were thin-cut strips of 1/8 inch plywood grouted in with drywall mud. The faucet handles are real, but all the plumbing is PVC connectors and just bent electrical conduit. It all looks real, but doesn't work at all. Even the drawers on the front of the cabinet are just blocks of thicker plywood nailed in place. While most of our furniture was in stock, we built a couple of specialty tables to fill the set, including this longer coffee table that needed to support one of the actors climbing up on it. More fakery here too, being built with heavy, but not very pretty, 3/4 inch plywood. Our show's director also needed a small kitchen side table next to the stove, so we concocted a rolling butcher block table made with some leg spindles that we had in storage, and some 2x4 lumber that we cut and glued together as a tabletop. It's another example of something looking pretty good from a distance, but pretty rough and tumble when you look at it up close. One of the biggest challenges for this play was the number of times doors were opened and closed during the performance, revealing only black backstage curtains behind them. That sort of reveals the fakery of the walls and breaks the audience's immersion into the story. So our crew assembled another series of backroom walls that gave more depth to the set and showed more to the story as actors came into and out of the apartment. Stage lighting highlighted the backroom walls and then added that backstory to the play. And now finally, with the show over, the floors all needed to be painted over, fake kitchen tile and painted wooden planks disappear to black, and a new backdrop gets raised backstage for the next upcoming play. More construction and more great backstage woodshop stories to follow. For more information about our main stage or our community theater, check out midlandcenter.org. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Take care.